Electric Ocean Remix. You can become a part of all the action with Sea Lions tonight, a dance party in the waterfront, and Light of the Sky, a 360 fireworks experience centered around Seaworld Lake. But before we get things going here at Orca Encounter, let's kick it off with our Electric Ocean dancers as they turn up the heat. It all starts now.
performers in our waterfront area throughout the night. For all of us here at Seaworld, being a part of our mission is more than just a job. We are proud of what we do, and it is a privilege for us to care for, build relationships with, teach, and learn from these amazing animals. Now, more than ever, we are honored to share our relationships with the whales and what we have learned with all of you. We also recognize that there's a new way of doing things, wearing facial coverings and social distancing. We thank you for your patience and cooperation as we safely navigate through this process. As a reminder, it is a requirement for all guests in stadium areas to properly wear face coverings. So, does everybody have their face covering tonight? And everybody's wearing it properly? Alright, sounds great. Also, at the end of this evening's presentation, we ask that you please remain seated. Our operations ambassadors will be on hand to assist in the safe and timely exit of all of our guests. But for now, we hope you enjoy Orca Encounter.
No better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
They live in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
The way
speed, power, and complex learning abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. Seaworld's killer whales have inspired generations to care for our natural world, and we are excited to share their story with you tonight.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit a doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or you step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Tonight, we'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen social bonds and enable them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team makes them the ocean's top predator. Scientifically known as Orca, commonly called killer whales. Here at Seaworld, we call them Katina, Nalani, Malia, Trua, and Makayo, our killer whale family. Makayo is the youngest whale at just 9 years old, and the oldest is Makayo's mother, Katina, who is 44 years old. Katina is also the matriarch or leader of our pod. Now here at Seaworld, our training techniques create a language between us and the whales. It's a language of learning through positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through these techniques and our relationships, the whales learn to trust us. They even learn to take an active role in their own health and well-being. Now, one of the first healthcare behaviors we train the animals to do is offer a voluntary blood sample. Now, Nalani and Malia, two adult female killer whales, will be joining us here in the slide-out area, and we're going to demonstrate a couple of those healthcare behaviors. Now, like I said, we normally start off with offering a blood sample. The whales are trained to roll ventral and present their tail flukes to their trainers. Not only does this give us a great look at their entire body, but it also gives us access to the blood vessels, which are easily seen on the white undersides of their tail flukes. Our veterinarians collect a blood sample at least once a month, and the whales are trained to remain calm and relaxed throughout the procedure. Now watch us, as trainers, we're always rubbing down the animals, sometimes on their backs or their flippers or their tail flukes. The whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just one way we can reward them for being calm throughout procedures like this. It's also a really great way for us to strengthen our relationships with the whales. Now blood samples are just one way we can make sure the whales are staying healthy. Another important diagnostic is weighing the whales. We are able to do that by simply asking the whales to slide their bodies up and out of the water onto a giant killer whale size scale that we have in one of our adjacent pools. And as you can see, Nalani and Malia are slid out right here in the slide out area. Now these girls weigh in at about 4,500 pounds each. You'll notice though that the portion of their body from their dorsal fin to their tail flukes is in the water right now. That is the powerhouse of the whale. It's called their peduncle. It's very muscular and very heavy. If we were to weigh the whales with their peduncles still in the water, we wouldn't be weighing the whole whale. But we're able to solve that problem by simply asking the girls to raise their tails up and out of the water. Training this lobster enables us to ensure accuracy so that we know the younger whales are growing properly and that the older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. And for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
Hey everybody, I'm hanging out down here by the glass with some of my new friends and the legend herself, Katina. Let's hear it for her. This is the boss lady around here. She runs this place. She's 44 years old. Now guys, even though Katina is 44 years old, she actually learns and teaches through play. Most of the killer whales do. They learn a lot by playing, also through things called mimicry or observational learning. From a very young age, killer whales learn important life skills by playing games like follow the leader with their mothers and other whales. And we're going to put that to the test today with you guys and Katina. You ready to help me out? Hey buddy, can you just pull up your mask for me? Perfect. All right. Now these first 3 rows, you two, go ahead and stand up. Now when I say go, what I want you to do is spin around in a circle. You're going to stay right where you are. You're just going to turn in a circle when I say go. Thanks for helping me out, pal. Oh, good job, big sister. All right, we're almost here. We're going to wait for you. Take your time. Now you're going to be the leader, and we're going to see if Katina can follow you guys, all right? When I say go, everybody turn around in a circle. You guys ready? And go. Hey guys, check out Katina. She's back here. As you can see, she was watching you guys very closely. Killer whales are very curious animals, and we often see them jumping completely out of the water to get a better look around. And I think we're going to put that to the test today too with a behavior called a bow. This time, the whole audience is going to help us out. When we see Katina do that big jump in stage, let's all give her a great big cheer. Here she comes. Great job. Well done, you guys. Very well done. Even Melita was cheering for you. That's awesome. All right, now over on this side, we're hanging out with Melanie and Amanda. Amanda, you got a team set up? You ready to go? All right, guys, we saw a bow. Now we're going to see a behavior we call a breach. It's even bigger, and it comes with a splash. All right, you guys, whenever you're ready, give her that signal. Nice signal, everybody. All right, now, Melanie is making her way down. She's taking her run. We're going to see her take that corner. And then she's coming up and over. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for all of our volunteers. Katina, Melanie, and Leah. Seaworld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to gain in the wild. Some information, however, can only be gained through field research. That's why Seaworld partners with such groups as the Norwegian Orca Survey and NOAA to advance global education. Killer whales are powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when we've seen them hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will teach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. We'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice floes. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with spikes in their tail fins.
So killer whales create waves when they hunt, and they use their tail flukes to stun their prey. You're about to see a demonstration. For our whales, it's a high-energy activity session. But for you, it means it's time to get wet. sea, killer whales are amazing athletes, and they can eat several hundred pounds of food every day. In the wild, killer whale diets vary depending on where they live and time of year. Unfortunately, overfishing, pollution, and other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise innovations. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore. The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
All around the world,
enjoy the Orca encounter. Now, as a reminder, we ask that everyone please remain seated as we begin our safe exiting instructions. So folks, all of you guys over here in the lower bowl that I see a lot of movement, please remain seated.